Welcome back to the Taiwan Outlook. I'm Raymond Wu. In this final segment, we will continue our conversation with Mr. Michael Chien, who is the president of Shoreman Art International. And we're going to talk about the global, the international art collection market. Can you then, Mr. Chien, give us a general profile of the global art collection market today?
Yes. The financial impact brought something injured for our market.
Yes.
It's inevitable. But I'm pretty optimistic. The winter is going to be gone sometime at the end of the year, just like I mentioned.
Okay.
And China nowadays is playing a role in the past few years. Before 2007, there were three major art markets in the world: New York, London, Paris. And after that, Beijing was getting into as a number 4 major city in the world. So China now is playing a major role in the international art markets.
Okay.
And besides, just like you mentioned, the folk art, antique, ceramics, etc.,
Yes.
are to be concerned very much. China is trying to get back, all of the treasures spreading over the Western museum and the markets. And it is going to be a pretty, complicated situation. But I figured out the auction house like
Sotheby's or Christie,
especially Christie,
yes,
will face a little bit difficulties in the next few years, since they were confrontation with Chinese government.
Yes.
So it is not a good news.
No.
Especially Christie's, the main station nowadays in Asia is in Hong Kong, and try to get into Beijing. So it is pretty tough for them for the next few years.
Okay. And can we then think about the problems in the global financial situation that has had on the global art collection market, and what would that do to the Greater China art collection market?
Everybody knows since September of 2008 that global art market has been impacted.
Yes.
For quite seriously, especially the contemporary art. And the art, the contemporary, the price of the contemporary art getting very sharp corrections.
Yes.
And especially for the last 6 months.
Really?
And collectors now being extremely selective, both in terms of quality and price. Some of the stars like Fang Lijun, Yue Minjun, Zhang Xiaogang, Zheng Fanzi,
yes,
so-called 四大天王.
Yes.
Our works are sold below their low estimates.
Okay.
So some of them they bought in.
Yeah.
So then I would rather take it as a positive way, since this is a good way for adjustment. Then be helpful for the next few years for the new market anyway.
And you do think that the market will rebound in the when the financial situation around the world subsides, stabilizes, and when the market rebounds, how do you think the collectors will react to it in terms of becoming more speculative, making those pieces of contemporary arts that are even more expensive, higher than their previous highs, or are they going to be more stable, more mature, and letting the market decide the true value of these pieces of contemporary arts? Do you think that will be a change?
Just like I mentioned, the correction is positive.
Yes.
It's good. They have to stay for a while. Then another type of the art will be raising.
Yes.
Something like a senior Chinese artist.
Okay.
Their art price is relatively low.
Yes.
So this is a good chance to
Okay.
get in.
Okay.
So when I meet the friends and I give them some advice,
yes.
you know, this is a good chance to buy.
Okay, to buy the senior
Chinese artist.
Okay.
This is a very good chance,
Okay.
since, you know, their price is relatively low.
Oh, okay.
And sooner or later, you know, the price will getting higher and higher.
Okay.
Maybe sometime later, you know, some years later, the contemporary art will get him back.
Okay.
You never know.
Okay. Maybe after the taping of the program, I'll come to your gallery. You can give me some pointers. Besides that, Mr. Chien, I'm going to ask you another question that's very fundamental. And you've been collecting art for over 30 years. And you've been managing your art gallery for over 13 years. And how do you then, you know, in addition to your own diligence and hard work, how do you tell that this young artist, you know, whether it's oil painting or others, does have the potential to become a very promising artist in the near future? How do you tell?
Okay. A few words.
Yes.
I can explain this. The first one, creativity.
Creativity. Okay.
So creativity is very essential. If you know, it doesn't matter how old the artist is. If the artist, you know, with creativity, don't doubt it.
Okay.
Second, you know, styling.
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 Okay.
Okay. Styling is very important, and you know, you have to have a very unique styling.
Okay.
Okay. Very unique is very important.
Okay.
And the third, it is on trend or not.
Okay.
Trend. Yeah.
It's very important.
Very important too.
Okay. You don't want, you know, some piece of work that goes against the trend that's not easy to be accepted.
No.
Okay. And also, Mr. Chien, you mentioned earlier about, you know, people who want to get into the market. For example, like myself, I never collected, you know, arts before because simply don't have the money. But suppose in the future, one day that I do accumulate some assets, I want to break into the market. May I, you know, follow the same path as you did 30 years ago by starting small, you know, buying, you know, artworks from a promising artist at a few thousand or a few, you know, 100,000, you know, of NT dollars to begin with? Do you think that's the right approach in terms of breaking into this market?
If I were the chance again, I won't do this.
You won't do this?
No.
Why?
Since, you know, just like 贴邮票. You
Okay.
heard it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
The stamp is you know, nothing. Yeah. But, you know, the stamps,
yes.
you know, 1 more, 2 more, 3 more, 6 more, something like it. It costs a lot.
Yes.
Something like that. So it won't work. It doesn't mean anything.
No.
So if you're really interested in art collection,
yes.
You have to study first. Then you'll know what exactly thing you like to have. One of the things is unique,
yes.
very special style.
Of course.
You know, and secondly, it will be booming in the future.
Yes.
Okay, it will increase, it grows a lot in the future. So at the very beginning, I'm lucky enough. I read a lot of books and a lot of things.
Study quite a bit.
Yeah, quite a bit. And I find, you know, 杭州艺专.
Okay.
杭州艺专 is the base of the Chinese art.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I try to you know, find the 杭州艺专's artists.
Okay.
I'm lucky enough. I just like said, you know, 赵无极, 朱德群,
Okay.
吴冠中, 林风眠.
They were all graduates.
Graduate from 杭州艺专.
Yes. So that's a very good, that's a very good tip.
Good, yeah.
Yeah. And in the remainder of the program, Mr. Chien, then can you share with us what would be your suggestions, you know, to future art collectors who want to get into the market, you know, in Taiwan? That, you know, you said the Taiwan market is fairly stable and mature, you know, but there are still things that I think we can make the Taiwan art collection market even more international, even more credible, you know, compared to, you know, Hong Kong or London or New York. What are some of the suggestions that you will make to future, you know, collectors?
In Taiwan, for my experience, you know, only 2 channels.
Yes.
Could be collected. One channel is Sino-Chinese.
Yes.
very senior artists.
Okay.
The senior artists, even nowadays, the price of the senior artist artworks is still relatively low.
Oh,
the
okay.
price, you know. The second channel is the brand new and the young generation with very new ideas, new concept. Okay.
Yes.
It's not the traditional painting.
No.
It's not the just follow his teachers or something like that.
No.
Not at all.
Something very creative.
Creative,
brand new. Yes.
brand new.
Yes.
Okay. And also you can use the title is the contemporary. You can say the contemporary. Contemporary means it's a new concept. Okay. Thank
Yes.
you.
Mr. Chien, finally, you are well-respected, established art collector in Taiwan market. What's next for you in terms of your future plans for your art gallery?
Okay, maybe it's my gallery is going to get into a turning point.
Yes.
Since after 30 years of business management, I think it's pretty successful.
Yes.
And I collect over 150,000 pieces.
Oh, that's quite a bit,
paintings.
quite a collection.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So I figured out I'm trying to have a small or mini museum, something like that.
Okay, so
try,
that's next on the agenda.
Yeah, I dare not. I dare not, and I don't want to change everything into money.
No.
No. That's my dream also.
Yeah, because of your love and passion for the art.
Yes, yes.
So that's not necessarily everything in monetary terms.
Right.
Mr. Michael Chien, welcome and thank you again to the Taiwan Outlook. I look forward to the other opportunities in the future that we can have you back on the program again. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Nice meeting you.
And thank you for watching the Taiwan Outlook. I'll see you next time on MacroView Television.